Welcome to my coffee channel. I am Thomas, and today I am going to be reviewing a coffee from Colombe Coffee Roasters. This is an organic coffee. It's an Ecuador coffee near the Lombasa Bridge, which is on the border of Peru and Ecuador. This is an organic coffee. It is what I would call as a second wave coffee. It's not a third wave coffee. It's from a province, not from a single state. Whole bean, 12 ounce. I think I paid about $16 for it. Beautiful packaging. Came in a very nice printed box. Very nice box. And the coffee itself is actually in a little bag, transparent inside of it. A lot of packaging. I would say this would probably make a really nice gift. It's not really very green in terms of the amount of packaging it uses. But anyway, I am going to analyze it, analyze the roast, pull the pH. I'm going to cup it, pull shots, and I am going to score it on my SDA form and let you know how good this coffee is and whether I think you should be buying it. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, let's pour our sample. It's got a really nice bloom. This coffee does have a roast on date. According to the roast on date, it's a little over a week out of the roaster. Beautiful bloom. We got 10 grams of coffee to about 250 grams of water at 200 degrees. So anyway, we're just going to let this sit for a few minutes. Very nice aroma. Sweet chocolate, apple, almost a bittersweet chocolate. Very nice aroma. But anyway, as far as my roast analysis, I did analyze the roast. This is a very light roast coffee. On the whole bean, it was a 63. On the ground, it was 80. And so anyway, that makes it a very fast, very light roast. Let's do a pH reading while we're letting our coffee brew. Here we are at 0. This coffee has a pH of 650, which makes it right about the middle of the spectrum. It has a nice acidity, according to this, not overly acidic, not really, I wouldn't call this a low acidity coffee. Anyway, I'm going to let this brew for about 14 minutes. I'm going to sample it, we're going to pull some shots, and I'm going to score it, and I'll be right back. Okay, my coffee's been brewing for about 15 minutes. It's ready to sample. It has a very nice aroma, sort of sweet cocoa, apple, honeydew. It had a great bloom, very fresh coffee. So far, I'm really liking it. This is a washed coffee. Nothing really weird about it. Let's give it a taste. Nice bright acidity, crisp apple, nice sweet cocoa overtones. I have to say, this is as a what I call a second wave coffee. It's not an estate coffee. It's from a province, i.e. from many different farms in a given area. It's not from just one farm in particular. It is very good. It's kind of like a blended whiskey versus a single malt whiskey. It has a full mouth, not an overly, not kind of nice, lasting. I like the brightness. It has a very nice, bright acidity to it. Nothing crazy, nothing weird about it. Very nice sweetness. On the balance side, I think it might be leaning towards more acidic. Like I said, on the pH scale, 6.5, not too bad, but it has a very nice, like I said, appley, crisp acidity to it. I'm really enjoying. I have to say, I really like this coffee. Anyway, I'm going to keep sampling it, and I'm going to score it, but let's pull a shot and see how that does. Makes a very nice crema, very thick, beautiful crema. There again has that crisp apple, bright acidic aroma to it, hints of honeydew. Very sweet smelling. Very appley, almost like taking a bite of a sliced green apple. Very interesting, it's not complex like many blended espressos, but being a single origin, single bean, I think it makes a very unique, very sort of different type of shot. It's almost, like I said, it's almost biting into a green apple. I don't know if I'd want to do this all the time, but not bad, not a bad shot. But anyway, I am going to score this coffee. I'm going to make some cold brew, let it steep for about 12 hours, and I'll be back, give you my total score on this coffee, and we will sample that cold brew. I'll be back in a bit. Welcome back. It's been about 12 hours. Our cold brew is ready. Let's give it a sample. Nice color. Kind of has a sort of sour taste to it. Sort of soury, I don't know, even like sort of earthy, mildewy taste. And I would say pass on the cold brew for this coffee, but I have to say I really liked this coffee. I can even say I love this coffee. Okay, we failed on the cold brew, but I'm gonna give you my score. On the aroma, it had a very nice aroma. It had a very nice bloom in the cup. It was very fresh. Sweet cocoa, sweet apple, honeydew, and all those flavors sort of carried over, those aromas carried over in the taste. So on aroma, very strong aroma, very nice, 9. On flavor, I had crisp, sweet, like green apple slices, honeydew. I gave it a 9.25. Had a very nice, lingering aftertaste in my mouth. Gave it a 9. Acidity, it was a very bright, crisp apple acidity. Gave it a 9. Sweetness, there again, a lot of sweetness in the cup. gave it a 9. No bitterness at all to this coffee. I had a very lingering, full mouthful, gave it a 9. On balance, it fell off a little bit. I gave it 8 just because I thought it was more on the bright acidic side, like I said, with that apple. So just a little down off that 8. In terms of defects, anything odd, bad about this coffee, I gave it a 10. Overall drinkability, I really liked it. I gave it a 9. Total score on this coffee is 91.25, which I think is quite excellent for non-estate second wave coffee. Colombe has done a very good job. I really love this coffee. Highly recommend it. I think I paid $16 for a 12-ounce bag. Pretty good price for this quality of coffee. So on my coffee index, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So I think this is a very good buy at a price. Highly recommend if you're a coffee aficionado looking for something different to taste. Highly recommend this coffee. Anyway, till next week, I'll see you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you haven't hit that like button, if you got some value out of it, please do. And like I said, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.